So you guys have requested it, and here it is. This right here is one of Tecno's cheapest phones in South Africa right now. This is the Tecno Spark Go 2023. So the Tecno Spark Go 2023 was released in January of 2023, and it's one of the best budget-friendly phones that you have to know about if you're on a budget. So out the box, what do you get? Firstly, you get the Tecno Spark Go 2023. You get a supplied charging cable as well as charging block. Apart from the charging cable and the charging block, you get a 3.5mm headset as well as a screen protector and clear case for the phone. Now, moving on to some of the technical specifications. This screen is an IPS LCD display. It's a 6.6-inch HD plus dot notch screen which has a resolution of 720 by 1600 pixels. In terms of the body and design, the body has a rear or a top speaker with a notch at the top, and it's got a plastic back and sides. We have a volume up, volume down, a power button. On the other side we have the SIM card tray. The top, we have a top speaker, a notch for the front camera, and then at the bottom we have the speaker, the microphone, a USB Type-C and a 3.5mm headphone jack. At the back we have our two ring cameras, a fingerprint reader as well as the AI camera. In terms of its dimensions, it's 163 by 75 by 8.9 millimeters. In terms of its weight, it's 188 grams. For an operating system, it's running Android 12 High OS 12. Under the hood, it has a MediaTek MT6761 Halo A22 12nm processor. In terms of a CPU, it has a quad-core 2 GHz Cortex A53, and for a GPU, it has a PowerVR GE8320. In terms of storage, this one comes with 64 gigs of ROM, and in terms of memory, it comes with 3 gigs of RAM, and it also has 3 gigs of the hot fusion or the memory fusion, which is basically the hot swap memory. This phone is capable of utilizing the micro SD card. In terms of a network, this runs 4G, and it is dual SIM capable, with one of the slots being either utilized as a dual SIM or an SD card. In terms of connectivity, this is running Wi-Fi 802.11bgn, and it has Bluetooth 5.0. We've spoken about the USB Type-C 2.0 connector underneath, and in terms of its power, it's powered by a 5000 mAh battery and is capable of receiving 10 watts wired charging. When it comes to cameras, it has a 13 megapixel AI rear camera with a dual flash, as well as this camera is capable of recording video at 1080p at 30 frames per second, and the front camera is a 5 megapixel camera with dual flash as well. Some of the bonus features we've already mentioned: the fingerprint reader, and this phone is capable of utilizing FM radio. So this phone is clearly built for anyone with a budget. It's an awesome little phone. It does weigh a little heavy. In terms of its price, since we're saying it's a budget smartphone, this retails for anywhere between 1,800 Rand and 2,000 Rand. Can be purchased from anywhere like Mr. Price, Ackermans, Take-A-Lot, Game, Edgar's, and so many other retailers. It is available in 4 colors: Endless Black, Nebula Purple, Nuni Blue, and Skin Orange. So now, moving on to the benchmarks and performance. So in terms of recharging capabilities, from 0, this took 30 minutes to get to 16%, 100 minutes to get to 50%, and 180 minutes to get to 100%. We set it up to play back with music and video. It took 5 hours to get to 25%, 11 hours to get to 50%, and 21 hours to get to 0%. Now, moving on to some of the pros and the cons. In terms of the pros, we have to list the cost effectiveness of this phone. The second thing is the fact that it comes pre-installed with a screen protector and a case. I currently don't have the case on right now. The third thing is the fact that it is budget and it has sufficient storage and is dual SIM capable, as well as you can expand your storage by putting in an SD card. In terms of the cons, there's not many that we can mention, but one of the things that comes to mind, with this being a budget smartphone, the camera isn't the greatest. So, I mean, it's cool. We can take out some photos like the one I'm taking out of you right now. But there is, I mean, it's a budget phone. There's not much we can expect from it. The second thing is that the fact that this isn't the most powerful smartphone, right? I'm not saying that it's slow or anything. By all means, it's not slow. It's able to keep up with you. Because remember, with someone with budget on their mind, this isn't going to be used to run Excel documents and do all of those fancy video editing and all of those things. You're gonna scroll Facebook, you're gonna scroll TikTok. So TikTok does lag and that sort of thing, but it is expected from a device like this because there's so much of information being processed by TikTok. So it does have its moments, but I think as the storage gets fuller, you're gonna feel that even more. But at the end of the day, this is a budget level smartphone. So now, rounding up, because you guys have asked, and I think this is one of the most sought after budget smartphones in the market right now. I mean, for 2000 Rand, who wouldn't want to purchase a phone like this with its 13 megapixel camera and all of those things, and with its 5000 milliamp hour battery, 13 megapixel camera, and all of those cool things. Something that I must say that caught me off guard, with this being a budget level smartphone, I did not expect for it to come with a fingerprint reader, because most of the budget level smartphones nowadays, the under 4 grand smartphones, don't generally come with a fingerprint reader. I might be wrong, I may need to be corrected, but that was one of the cool things that stood out to me. In terms of rounding up, now when it comes down to it, what do I rate this smartphone? This smartphone, as a budget device, is gonna score a 7.8 out of 10. Nothing wrong with the smartphone, but with all of the other things that come into play, it's up there. I mean, as a budget level smartphone, it's up there. For 2000 Rand, there's not much that we can ask from it. And the fact that it comes with a 5000 milliamp hour battery hits it on the head. So your battery lasts forever and it allows you to do whatever you need to, WhatsApp, Facebook, and get on with your day or get on with your technique or your tech life. But yeah, I think this is an awesome phone, and if you are considering it being a budget smartphone, I don't think there's much that can go wrong with you purchasing this phone. But guys, a big shout out to Tecno South Africa for sending out this phone for me to review and for me to share my opinions with you guys. If you have anything to say about the Tecno Spark Go 2023, leave them in the comment section below and I'll be there to chat to you about it. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can let me know by giving a like rating if you did. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future content. Guys, thanks for watching. My name is Rishan and I'll catch you in the next video.